Morning, guys.
Good morning.
It is a bright one out here today, and today we're looking at Calgary's Crazy Commute. Are you ready?
Let's get rolling.
Let's go.
Starting route to Calgary Tower.
Okay, so we are out in the deep north. This is the community of Livingston.
Yes.
And this is where we're starting.
Yeah, so we basically wanted to show you guys how long it would take us to get downtown from one of the furthest communities in the north. When we have people moving here from Ontario, BC, one of the first questions we get asked is about the commute. And we wanted to get in our car and show you what it's actually like on a workday morning. So here we are.
Yeah, and to be fair, this is just one route, obviously, into downtown. We're going to the Calgary Tower, kind of the historical city center, I would say.
That's right.
And we're going to find out.
Absolutely. So the population of Calgary is at about 1.5 million at the moment. So not a huge city, but we actually have, I just pulled some stats here. We have the second lowest traffic congestion and the lowest commute time of major cities in Canada.
Really? I didn't realize that one.
Yeah, so getting around's pretty easy. You know, the city's pretty well connected, and according to Calgary Economic Development, the average commute time is how many minutes do you think?
I'm going to say 20?
26 minutes, according
26.
to CED. So we're going to test that out today.
All right.
And tell you how long it takes us.
Well, we're 1 minute and 36 in, so I feel like we got to step on the pedal here, but maybe not.
Well, we'll let you know.
All right.
Pulled some stats. So the most latest stats I could find are actually from 2016. So probably it's changed a little bit. But according to a City of Calgary census, here's how Calgarians get to work. Okay. Almost 68% are solo drivers. Okay. 14% take Calgary Transit. 10% will carpool or take a taxi.
Right.
How many do you think go on foot?
I'm going to say 2%.
About 5% actually walk to work, and 1.5% ride their bike.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We do have those, like a bunch of bike lanes now as well, so maybe that'll encourage a little bit more biking.
Absolutely, yeah. Why do our freeways called trails, do you know?
I don't know, but I like using trails on foot in the mountains, that's for sure.
So in the city, all of our freeways in Calgary, or like, you know, roads that go pretty decent speed are called trails, okay? Yeah. So I did a little bit of research. They're called trails because they were originally placed in the same places where the ox trails, you know, way back in the day. So they used to transport people and goods from Montana to Calgary via these trails.
That is some deep digging right there.
I know. And so like some of these trails are named after the destination to which they went to. Okay?
Right.
So like Edmonton Trail is named Edmonton Trail because it took people to Edmonton. We've actually honored the Aboriginal people, the original people who lived on this land, and we've honored them with other trail names. So we have Crowchild Trail, Blackfoot Trail, Sarcee Trail, you know, so all of those. Am I missing Stony Trail also that we already mentioned? And
well, I don't know. Maybe I didn't hear you. You said Deerfoot Trail?
Well, I was just going to get to that.
Okay, because we've just now got off Stony Trail and we're heading south on Deerfoot Trail towards city center.
But it was named Deerfoot Trail to honor a late 19th century First Nations long-distance runner.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was known for his exceptional speed and ability to run long distances. So they named Deerfoot Trail after him.
Wow.
Now, 16th Avenue, is the Trans-Canada Highway, the #1 highway. And 16th Avenue is one of your favorite avenues because it takes you where?
To the mountains.
Anyway.
I'm going to see if I can get on the offensive here just a little bit. It's starting to thicken up. Maybe I can dodge in and out a little bit. All right, officially on Memorial now. And what do we have? 3 lanes wide here. It's slowed down a little bit. I think it's 80 along here.
And look at that downtown skyline. It's a
There it is.
beautiful bluebird day.
Nice. Yeah, another blue day.
I think it's going to be 10 degrees today.
It's going to be warm.
Yeah.
We're Calgary style. The convertible cars will be out. People will be wearing tank tops.
That's
and,
Now you can see the C train tracks just to the left of us here as well. So obviously a great way for commuters to get into downtown too.
Definitely. All right, we're going to jump off on 4th Ave here. This is the, they call this the flyover, I think,
It's
don't they?
called the flyover.
4th Avenue flyover.
That's right.
I remember that from the days when I would listen to the traffic radio. And there's our destination. You can see the Calgary Tower. So it is going to be a little bit slower going right here for sure.
Yeah, once you kind of get into downtown, we're just crossing the Bow River right now. And
East Village on the left side. This is kind of one of those newer communities that's been redeveloped.
That's right.
Yeah, cool little spot.
Yeah. I actually have a couple listings in East Village right now.
Is that a listing plug?
So we are now at 22 minutes and 30 seconds. Are we going to make it in 26?
You said what, 26 minutes?
According to Calgary Economic Development, the average commute is 26 minutes.
Wow, we're going to be close.
We're going to be close.
Going to be close. We'll have to see here. All right, we've just turned onto Center Street. It is backed up now. Things are jamming in. People are turning. There's honking going on. People are angry because they're late for work. I'm not sure, but there's the Calgary Tower. It's right in front of us, and we are just over 25 minutes. I don't know if we're going to make it.
I don't know. It's going to be really close.
It's going to be really close.
I feel like we could get out and walk there, but we got to get there by car.
We've got a green light, but it's thick right now, so let's see. Oh, wait a second. Things have just opened up a little bit here.
You know what?
I think we might get there. Uh-oh, we've got a green light.
Just get
This is
there.
going to work.
So we're
Here we
crossing
are.
7th Avenue, which is the C train track.
Here we are. It's going to be close. This guy's pulling off. He knows we're in a hurry. Probably not, but thank you.
And
Here we are. Get ready to stop it. Get ready. And stop. 26 minutes and 19 seconds. Woohoo!
so I guess Calgary Economic Development knew what they were talking about.
Man, they nailed it.
They did.
That's impressive, actually.
So we're going to do the same thing with afternoon traffic.
Yep.
Basically leaving downtown. And this afternoon, we're going to hit a southern community to see how bad that traffic gets. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a few hours.
All right. See you soon. All right, we're back. This is the afternoon session.
Yes.
We are headed, well, we're not headed home, but we're headed
As if
home.
we were going home. We're once again testing
Yep.
the afternoon commute.
We're here at the Calgary Tower. Now we're heading southbound
That's right.
to the community of Legacy, which is pretty much the farthest point.
Yep.
And yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. We both got fresh haircuts between sessions, which means there's going to be less wind resistance. It's going to be a fast drive. Let's go. Pretty slow.
Yes.
Pretty
So
slow.
it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Google Maps tells us it's going to be 30. Well, at first it was 33 minutes. Now we're down to 31 to get to our destination. Tomorrow's Good Friday.
That's right.
It's a long weekend.
that's right.
So even though, you know, it's a Thursday, it's kind of like a Friday. And
It's kinda like
people-
Friday.
People might be rushing to get home. I don't know.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's going to be interesting. And we'll have to do the math on the actual distance. Like, you know, from this morning was X distance. And then
Yep.
I'm not really sure how far we're going here, but we'll throw that up on the screen somewhere so we can
Absolutely.
figure that out. But it might not be apples to apples, but we are going to be taking Deerfoot Trail again, I believe.
Yes.
So Who knows?
At
We'll
some
see.
point.
Yeah, at some point. Okay.
Yeah, so most of the city streets in Calgary will be 50 kilometers an hour. Now, our playground and school zones are 30 kilometers an hour. They are special zones.
Yeah.
And they aren't in effect only when school's in. They're actually in effect every single day of the week until, is it 9 p.m.? I should
9
know.
p.m. Yeah, yeah.
It's on the signs.
You're usually speeding through those, so you're not paying attention.
So then our trails, of course, our trails are our freeways. Those kind of range. So some of those speed limits are going to be as low as 60 kilometers an hour. But then, Deerfoot Trail is 100, and then in even some far-reaching places is 110. So now, photo radar.
Oh, we love photo radar.
It's a thing. So if you are going to speed, just be aware. We do have photo radar, and you'll get a lovely ticket in the mail if they catch you. We also have red light cameras, and so basically on the lights. Not all of them.
Right.
They are posted, so you are warned when there is one, if you see the sign. And but the same thing, they'll give you a ticket if you run the red or speed through that intersection. So you do have to be careful. Not saying that everybody drives exactly the speed limit here, but you got to be aware of where those traps are.
Definitely, yeah. And I know when you have your phone plugged in and it's on navigation, I don't know if Google does this, but I think Apple navigation calls it out. Don't they?
I think they both do.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if it's 100% accurate. So I wouldn't necessarily just rely on that, but for sure.
Yeah.
Something to consider. Let's just talk about public transit as a whole, not just the C-Train, because the transit system that we have here is actually a combination of the C-Train, which is our light rail transit, or light rail train, along with 169 bus routes, and there's also community shuttle buses. Okay.
Right. Yep.
So C-Train itself has 118 kilometers of double track, and there's actually 46 stations in total. We are getting more. They're building the Green Line in the next coming years here, so we will definitely have an expanded C-Train. There are park and ride lots available at most of the C-Train stations where you can basically drive there, park for the day, take the train in, and then your car is sort of safe there. So that's a good way of getting onto the train. There's also lots of bus terminals around. Now, tickets and passes can be purchased at all the C-Train stations. You can also buy them at most stores in the city. I believe that for an adult, like a daily fare is, $3.60. And then, that's just a one-way fare. And then a daily pass is like $11.25 at the time of this video.
Right.
And it's actually free to ride the C-Train through the downtown corridor.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so there's actually certain stations you don't have to buy a ticket. You can actually just hop on and off within certain sections of the city core. So that's kind of cool.
That's nice.
As well.
Yeah.
And so I'm just reading here, there was a survey done that actually shows that 50% of Calgary's downtown workforce actually commutes to the core by transit. So that's pretty good.
That feels pretty good. I mean, that's a good number.
Yeah, I mean, parking's really expensive downtown.
It is, yes.
I actually think Calgary is one of the more expensive cities for parking.
Yeah.
It's maybe eased the last couple of years with COVID, but wow, it can be pretty pricey.
I don't even know, the last time I checked parking downtown, I mean, I think it was at least $20 a day. Maybe it's more than that now. I'm not sure. 25.
It probably depends on the lot.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it can be pricey.
Yeah.
Right, we are at a bit of a standstill right now.
Yep. This is where walking is faster than driving.
It's moving a little bit. We are approaching the 15-minute mark, which should be about halfway, I think, according to what Google told us, but could be a bit of a longer commute home.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
so
let's see. I don't know, we don't have any chips or anything here, do we?
No, we don't have any snacks.
Yeah.
We're not used to this commuting thing.
No, we're not.
So we are starting to move again.
We are. It's been a bit of back and forth, right?
But so far it's looking like it's doing okay. I think we have about 10 minutes left.
Okay, so I like your positive attitude. It's good.
Let's chat. We've talked about driving to work. We've talked about transit to work. So let's talk a little bit about biking and walking. Okay, so Calgary actually has the most extensive network of pathways, trails, and bike lanes in North America. It's crazy, right?
Pretty serious.
So let me get this right. So we have over 1,000 kilometers of multi-use pathways and trails. And of course, these connect, to various communities, to the river valley, cities, parks, downtown. So like it really connects the whole city through this network of pathways. Absolutely. And then the city also has close to 300 kilometers of bikeways, including dedicated paved bike lanes in the downtown area. Now, if walking is your thing, of course, you can use the pathways to get into the downtown core on foot. But once you get into the downtown core, we actually have a super unique system connecting all of our downtown buildings. It's a system of skyways, and it's called the Plus 15.
Yep.
Why is it called the Plus 15?
Well, I think it has something to do between the distance from the street.
That's right.
To the actual walkway.
That's right. Yeah, it's the height that it stands. Yep. So it's actually, so get this one. This skyway system, the Plus 15, is the most extensive system like this in the world, in a major city. Is that crazy?
You're just throwing all sorts of crazy facts today that I have no idea.
Yeah, so it spans a total of 16 kilometers, which is really cool. So the Plus 15s, they connect not only buildings, but they connect hotels. And within the Plus 15, there's like restaurants and shopping and services and, all sorts of things. So like literally it sort of allows pedestrians to walk indoors when the weather is not so nice outside, right? Which in colder weather just comes in handy, right? So it's a great system to have that if you are working downtown and you want to get around, maybe run some errands over your lunch hour.
Those walkways get used a ton in the winter, as you just said.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, it's people are starting to venture outside a little bit more because it's 10 degrees right now, it says. So.
Yeah.
All right, so we're making the turn here. We're on 210th Avenue Southeast.
Yep.
Just heading into the community of Legacy, and we've got like half a kilometer left here. So, all right, let's get the final time we're coming up here. I'm gonna turn on the light, throw the car sideways, hit the e-brake, and come to a screeching halt.
We are.
And time.
32 minutes.
32 minutes.
Yes.
Well, that's faster than, isn't that faster than what they said here?
I think so. Must be your crazy driving.
Well, I
guess you were speeding.
I guess I was. I don't know. It felt kind of slow to me, but.
So really.
That's not bad.
Only a few minutes longer than a morning commute.
Yep.
And to be fair, we will check the mileage, but.
Yes.
I do suspect that Calgary's downtown is actually a little bit closer to the north.
Yep.
Than it is like geographically. I think these southern communities are a little further away from downtown.
I think you're right. Oh, and wait a second.
So,
and we've arrived at your favorite place. Winners is right ahead. And my favorite place, Wine and Beyond, is right next door.
That's why I chose this.
This is a perfect way to end.
So hope that you enjoyed this video, something a little bit different. But like I said, we do get this question quite a bit from people who are looking to move here. I know the commutes can be crazy in some parts of Ontario and in BC. So we really just wanted to highlight that a move to Calgary means that you're not spending hours on the road. If you're working downtown and living even in the furthest reaches of the city, it's about a half an hour drive to get to and from work. Now, this is a beautiful spring day, blue skies, no accidents, so we definitely lucked out today. Of course, when there's a snowstorm or an accident, it's gonna slow things down. That's a given. Not a whole lot that we can do about that, but on most days, you could expect your commute to be pretty easy compared to maybe what you might be experiencing by living in one of the other major cities.
All right, well, let's go buy some clothes and go get some wine.
I'm actually hungry, so we should go.
We're going to do that after we get the wine.
All right, thanks again. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell notification so that you can be notified when we have new videos dropping.
Perfect. Yeah. Thanks again, guys.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. See you soon.